Now that Pam Bondi is out of a job, the interim attorney general is Trump's personal lawyer, Todd Blanch. Let me ask you a question. Based on the following two clips, do you think we're going to get any further evidence, information, or justice out of these Epstein files?
Well, some of the people we saw on camera at the rallies. Is there any chance that any of these individuals who partied with Epstein and engaged in, relations with minors will be prosecuted? Any chance?
I'll never say no, and we will always investigate any evidence of misconduct. But as you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein.
Now, the Epstein files, you'd agree, not handled well?
And I don't, first of all, I have never heard President Trump say that the Attorney General that anything that happened to her had anything to do with the Epstein files. And so, look, the Epstein files has been a saga that's lasted for the past year. And what happened when the President signed the Transparency Act is the Department of Justice has now released all the files with respect to the Epstein saga. And the Attorney General Bondi and I appeared in front of Congress voluntarily a couple weeks ago to answer any questions they had. We have made every single congressman, senator available to come and see any document, redacted, unredacted, that they want. And so I think that to the extent that the Epstein files was a part of the past year of this Justice Department, it should not be a part of anything going forward.
Yeah, that dude's going to serve in an interim capacity for as long as Trump can keep him there, because he isn't the least bit interested in showing you anything having to do with those Epstein files. It's a saga that's gone on long enough and shouldn't be part of the Justice Department moving forward. And no, you haven't released all of the files. There are 3 million files that have not been released, and the 3 million files that you already released were heavily redacted in violation of the Epstein Transparency Act. Yeah, Trump got himself a yes man in there. You thought Pam Bondi was bad. This guy is going to be worse until we get a new attorney general. And that's even if the new attorney general could even be confirmed. Keep in mind, there are a lot of senators, Republican and Democrat, that are pissed off that these files have not been released per the bill. I think Donald Trump is going to play hell. Word is he's going to try and appoint Lee Zeldin to be the next attorney general. Lee Zeldin is going to, whoever it is, whether it's Lee Zeldin, whether it's Todd Blanch, or somebody else, is going to face a shit ton of pressure in those confirmation hearings in regard to the Epstein files. But this guy doesn't give a shit. This is Donnie's personal lawyer. We're not seeing those 3 million more Epstein files anytime soon, folks. Not a chance in hell. Not as long as Donald Trump has this guy running the department. And Pam Bondi was already willing to sit on 3 million files. This guy is saying, yeah, you know what, we're done. As far as I'm concerned as Attorney General, this saga's over, we're done.